Good day, students. Welcome to another episode of Schoolonair. I will be your instructor for today. Today, we're going to be learning basic science, and this class is for JSS2. Today's topic is chemicals. Chemicals. The performance objective: at the end of this lesson, you should be able to know the meaning of chemicals. You should also be able to list a classification of chemicals based on its use and its classification based on its hazardous nature. Okay, now we're going to start the class, and firstly we want to know what chemicals are. Okay, what chemicals are all about. So everything around us, everything you see, everything you can touch and feel, okay, are made up of chemicals. Okay, everything you see around you is made up of chemicals. Chemical is anything composed of matter. Okay, so that is why I said everything you see around you, everything you can touch is made up of chemicals. So what does chemical mean? Meaning of chemicals: a chemical is a substance that with distinct molecular composition. A chemical is a substance with distinct molecular composition that is produced or used in a chemical process. A chemical is a substance with distinct molecular composition that is produced or used in a chemical process. Like I said, everything you have around you is made up of chemicals, because what you see, what you touch is actually made up of matter. Okay, don't forget that matter is anything that has weight and can occupy space. So the air you breathe in is a mixture of gases. Okay, the water you drink is a chemical compound also, and it's composed of hydrogen and oxygen. Also, the salt you use in cooking is also composed of chemical. So you see that almost everything we have around us is made up of chemical. Okay, now we've seen that chemical is a substance with distinct molecular compound that is produced or used in a chemical process. Let's move further and talk about the classes of chemicals. So we want to know the classification of chemicals. Firstly, we're going to know the classification of chemicals based on their uses. Based on the uses of chemicals, chemicals can be classified into some categories. Number one, we have the pharmaceutical and cosmetics chemical. Pharmaceutical and cosmetic chemicals. Now, these are chemicals that are used in treating diseases. That is, we have a lot of pharmaceutical drugs that are used to treat one or two diseases we have around us in the world today. So we also have pharmaceuticals are chemicals that are used in treating disease. They are also called drugs. So you can call them drugs, you can call them pharmaceuticals. Now, examples of some of the pharmaceuticals we have around us: we have aspirin, we have vitamin C, we have penicillin, we have paracetamol. These are common examples of pharmaceuticals we have today. Don't forget, we are looking at the classification of chemicals based on its use. Another classification based, don't forget we talked about pharmaceutical and cosmetics. So we're going to look at cosmetics. Don't forget, pharmaceuticals are what? Chemicals used to treat diseases. Let's look at cosmetics. Now, cosmetics, on the other hand, are chemicals used to enhance body appearance, the way we look, okay, the texture of our skin, our complexion, okay, something we had to have our body to make us look much more beautiful, to enhance our beauty. They are called cosmetics. We have a lot of examples. We have lipsticks, we have perfumes, we have hairsprays, airliners. Most of the things you are familiar with them. We have powders. So all these are cosmetics because they are used to enhance our body appearance. Okay, we can also call cosmetics makeup or body care products. Okay, we have a wide range of them today: nail polish, cream, body creams, eyeliners, and so more. So don't forget, the first classification is pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. Let's go to the second classification of chemicals based on their uses. The next thing, we have the nuclear chemicals. Nuclear chemicals. These are chemicals that are produced or used during nuclear reactions. Nuclear chemicals are chemicals that are produced or used during nuclear reactions. They are highly carcinogenic. That means that they are cancer causing. They have the ability to cause cancer. So they are highly carcinogenic, and exposure to them can be detrimental to health. Okay, that's why they are nuclear chemicals. Example, we have uranium. Uranium is an example of a nuclear chemical. They are used or produced during nuclear reaction, and they can be highly